Your field stabilized. Intaro Atun.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be Shuttle versus Bisu here on Polypoid. Had a subscriber request a match between these two players. Hadn't ever cast a PvP featuring these two players. So I asked RJB to dig one out, and he did. So thanks, RJB. Thank you so much for supplying me with so many excellent replays. Bottom right, we've got an orange Protoss. His name is Shuttle. And in the top left, we have Bisu. We also have a barcode watching, and Flash is here watching as well. Imagine Flash watching you play. Shuttle and Bisu, I don't know. I don't think they are bothered by Flash watching them play. These two players are super excellent. I feel like they don't have nerves at this stage of their careers. But hey, maybe you get nervous when you're playing StarCraft, even if you're an excellent player. I don't know. Because I am not an excellent player, and neither are you, statistically. All right. The World Cup is going on. We've got college football. We have NFL. We have NHL. We have NBA. We have college basketball. Yo, it's an American's dream if you're a sports fan right now. But, again, statistically, you're not a sports fan because you're watching Brood War on YouTube. Just, again, it's not a guarantee. I know there are sports ball fans that like esports as well, but I kind of feel like we're a minority. Anyway, it's a PvP. Dragoons are the backbone of PvP. Drops factor in as well. Storm drops, Reaver drops, Archons, Zealots. Maybe some Arbiters. I don't know. Bisu Cybernetics Core getting started a little bit before Shuttles. But, I don't know. I don't think that should play into who wins this game. Probe scouting. Nobody has any idea where the other Protoss player is yet. And Flash with an APM of 2. Interesting. Barcode has about a 7980 APM. Which, again, is faster than a lot of people who play StarCraft. Yeah, when I'm casting this is actually Argentina and Mexico are playing in Group C of the World Cup in Qatar. And, yeah, I don't know. It's super fun. Super fun to get nationalities involved in this kind of stuff. And very quick Citadel of Adun. Well, not super quick, but, you know, Citadel of Adun coming in here. This could be DT shenanigans. That's another thing we see in the PvPs, is the DT shenanigans. And as per usual, if there's a PvP on the channel, you need to thank subscriber Daniel and patron Daniel. Because he subscribed to me on Patreon last year, oh man, even 2 years ago now, and said, I don't care about any of the other benefits. I want you to cast a PvP once a month. That's what I want. And so I do. And that's what I've done. And Daniel's very happy with it. And if you're a PvP fan, you know, you gotta be thanking Daniel every time one of these things pops up. It is about once a month that they show up on the channel. Second gateway. No real indication of further tech here from Shuttle. What's he doing, man? Not expanding. He's going for maybe some Dragoon pressure here with the 2-gate play. Yeah, there we go. That's a fast Templar Archives. This is usually not going to be a fast Storm play because that's not really something. But fast DTs 100% could be what we're getting here. Is Shuttle worried about this? I don't know. He wasn't able to get a scout up. He came about here. Dragoon chased him away. So he doesn't have the information that he would need. So I'm just waiting for further tech. I mean, get a robo, get an observer out, get something to detect what's coming your way. And the nice thing about having an observer is it helps you against the Dark Templar that are now in production at 4 minutes from Bisu. Second base on the way from Bisu now. And I don't know about this from Shuttle, man. He's not teching up. He's not expanding. Yeah, I understand that there are some pretty nice Dragoon timings you can hit off of 2 gates. And if your opponent isn't going 2 gate themselves, which right now Bisu is not, then you can have a pretty good time with it. A DT defensively is not usually as good as a DT offensively. So what do we get here? So 1 DT, second DT immediately starts after the first one is complete. here in this gateway, which is getting hidden by our little resource tab here. And I like this. I like this from Shuttle. He's taking advantage of Bisu's little cheeky DT play. Yeah, 4 Dragoons are better than 2. But there's a DT out, right? Is he? Oh, he's running. He's like, nah, I can hold this. Probes are going to fight with me. Let's go, Probes. You have been enlisted into the Protoss army, but they're Shuttle Dragoons, Commander. I don't care. Get in there. Absorb the shots with your body. This defensive DT now, he's got to reveal his position. Whop. Okay, that's it. Now he knows. He probably knew maybe a little bit before. There we go. There's your Robo. Needs an observatory. Oh, this is so bad. Get through the wall. Oh, just walk through the wall. Walk through. Why are you focusing on this guy? Oh, it's because he's microing back here. Oh, this is going pretty poorly, honestly. It's a 7-kill Dragoon. Oh, no. Bisu's at 17 workers to 27 from Shuttle. Is this... Where's the other one? Okay, he's finally in. Where's the observatory? Where's the... Oh, here's the observatory. Okay, so there is an observer on the way. DT... Happily, he's got it. Now, this is required. This is not game-winning stuff. This is getting back into the game stuff. And he does. He knocks Shuttle down to 19 workers. 18, 17, 16. Yep. Okay, now he's into game-winning style territory here. And no one more swipe. But 22 to 15 workers. Bisu has a second base. Shuttle has 1 base. That's not good. And he's down. Let's count with me here. Whoa, another probe died. What the heck? Another probe died from Shuttle. Other DT wander down here? I don't know, man. All right, well, whatever. It's 15 to 25. That's a 10-worker difference. Oh, no. I mean, yes, a lot of probes died here from Bisu. Absolutely. That 4 Dragoon play that showed up. Those poor probes enlisted into the Protoss army were just mown down mercilessly. That really hurt Bisu's economy, but then his DT got into this mineral line and pow, 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 bam. He's got to win. Vacuum cleaners, ahoy. We've got shuttle tech in the future here. Production tab says, do we have enough gas for a shuttle? Absolutely not. Not even close. Well, we got the tech for it. We got a shuttle for it. That's pretty cool stuff. Man, I don't know. Dragoon count heavier, but once again, ooh. We're going to say there's GTs here, but guess what? Obs are here too. That Obs needs to stay out of range of detection of this cannon. Bisu's like, oh, crap, I'm down on Dragoon count. And my little ace up my sleeve of DTs is not working out because Obs are now here. So got to spend some money on cannons to stay alive here. Never what you want to do. Really, if you're in a situation where you're throwing down multiple cannons to stay alive, in a PvP especially, it's not great. Against a Zerg player who went for something like a 9 pool, yes, fine. Get extra cannons up to stay alive. And you can feel good about it because the Zerg player is hurting their economy to do that to you. But, you know, enemy Protoss, he is actually not taking a second base is hurting his economy. So fair. I guess in this case, Bisu's use of extra cannons against a 1-basing Protoss is a viable and veritable play here, too. Not going to say no to that one. Cool. Well, Storm is now on the way. Here in about 8 minutes from our guy, Bisu, rather. Bisu doing that one. Reaver finally coming in from Shuttle. Finally has the cash for it. Because not a cheap... Oh, he's got one here, too. Never mind. Second Reaver on the way. I glance over to the Mexico versus Argentina game, and somebody's rolling around on the ground like they have been stabbed in the thigh. And, yep, that's World Cup for you. All right, man. This is all in. This is Shuttle being like, okay, I have to at least kill the natural base of Bisu's here, or I'm dead. So let's see if he can do it. Reaver's really good at dealing with these cannons, and again, the cannon's only thing keeping Bisu alive right now. This is great, man. 2 elite Protoss players. First time ever on the channel playing against each other. And this is very, very, very good. Yeah, I mean, cannons are falling as fast as they're coming up here. I mean, Bisu's... Maybe Storm is going to be the answer to this whole thing? DT's not really. Not when there's Reavers and Dragoons out. Casually pressuring. Dragoons are up, fighting in its utmost. Is there enough here from Bisu to hold on? Good storm on the Reaver. Okay, bruises it up. Not enough to kill it. You need 2 storms for that one. Actually, what is the math on that? Yeah, 2 storms on that to kill it. They're like tanks that way. Worker count not looking good for Bisu, but he's got a pretty good advantage here, but he has to pull them. The natural base is going to fall. What's the answer here? Archon, I guess? Archons can take a beating and keep on ticking there, but licking and keep on ticking, I guess is what I meant to say there. So Archon shows up, and here we go. Comes down the ramp. The Dragoons and the Archons together, getting focused. Ooh, did he get the Reaver? He got the Reaver. Great target firing there. Gets the Reaver, and now cleans up what is left here from Shuttle. Keeps the natural base alive, and that Shuttle's got to get out of there because, well, there's nothing in it. Okay, Bisu holding. Still up 23 to 18 workers. That, again, like I said, that was an all-in. There's no second base from Shuttle back home. Bisu with his 25 workers, with his main base that's kind of sort of starting to get mined out, except, I mean, not really. Man, he still got like hundreds, 500, 600 minerals on those patches. I mean, it's not an instantaneous mine out, but it's coming. It's coming soon. Only counterattack. No upgrades yet, because PvP doesn't really get into upgrades until things start to settle down, and it's not, nobody has settled down yet. But obviously a forge exists because there are cannons for Bisu. Anyway, yeah, this counterattack could be fairly devastating. Oh, getting shots off on that Reaver would be hot. The DT is like, oh, wait, there's not a second base. I like that little moment of stopping and recognition. Where are the obs? Where is the obs? Oh, wait, it's right here. Okay, we're good. We're good. Shuttle's not dumb. Shuttle's not like, oh no, I don't have an observer in my main base, and here comes a Dog Templar. That's not how he talks at all. I don't know, maybe his English accent when he's speaking English is British. That happens sometimes. 69 to 50 total supply here from Bisu. He's got a bigger Dragoon count. That's going to be 9. Well, actually, versus 8. Not that big of a difference after all. Maybe more bruised up here. Yeah, I guess Shuttle Dragoons are a little bit more injured, but with really good micro. Doesn't matter. Dude, this is so problematic from Shuttle. He doesn't have a second base. There's just so much pressure in the world to kill Bisu's second base when you don't have a second of your own. Ooh, double Reaver unload, though. Sick stuff here. But no, one Shuttle goes down. Ow, and the other Shuttle goes down, and Shuttle taps out. Shuttle loses his Shuttles. He loses his Reavers, and Bisu is our winner here in 12.5 minutes. Absolutely insanely good play. Well done. Well done by Bisu, getting that second base up, holding on to it when it looked really dicey, and yeah, using a DT at the same time to wipe out Shuttle's economy. Shuttle made the choice to go for Reaver Dragoon pushes here, not get a second base. The Reavers did not get as much work done as they needed to. They were good. They definitely got a lot of work done. I'm not going to say they were horrendous. They definitely killed a ton of cannons, and, you know, I think they killed a DT in there too, and Dragoons were wiped out as well. But at the end of the day, not enough. I need to watch that final battle again. I feel like I missed something. Because, I don't know, how did Bisu handle that so expertly? Well, first of all, it's Bisu is why. So here we go. I mean, again, the numbers are, well, I guess more Dragoons came out here, so there's 12 now. So I guess the Dragoon count, yeah, the Shuttle dies immediately. The target fire, oh, that Reaver gets like one shot off and dies. Yeah, fair enough. So the Shuttle dies, so there's no micro possible. That one dies. The Zealots flanking from the natural base. Defender's advantage kicking in there too from Bisu very, very well. I mean, that was beautiful. Yeah, so Bisu, better economy, bigger army. Not as much tech here. No Storm in this battle, although he has researched it. But I think he's been using his High Templar for Archons for more than anything else. But yeah, way to go. Bisu, more economy, bigger army. The Zealots really helping there when you don't have any Zealots of your own in PvP. And Reavers just didn't get the giant money hits that Shuttle needed them to. So, GG, man. That was great. That was excellent, excellent PvP. 41,000 points there from Shuttle. 49,000 from Bisu, outproducing the enemy Shuttle and outkilling the enemy Shuttle too. So, I mean, that's going to be a win in most situations. Building race 9-1. Shuttle, nope, didn't work out for him in the end there. And then 2 bases to 1 base will give us a 4,000, less than 4,000 resources difference and advantage here from Bisu. But It's only a 12-minute game. So, hey, so I'm going to go ahead and tack on another PvP that I cast a long time ago. And so you guys can check that one out. Maybe you haven't seen it before. If you want more PvP, you're champing at the bit for it. Check it out. That's what is coming up next. And as a bit of an anti-spoiler thing, too. So, again, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And, yeah, you can catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. You can support me directly by hitting the join button down below or the thanks button, too, for single one-time donations. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today, gonna be a PvP featuring Whiteraw and TBJ? Yeah, J. Here on Fighting Spirit, bottom left it is Whiteraw. Or top left, rather, and in the bottom left it is TBJ. Alright, so gonna be about another, another PvP here. I do these about once a month. He said, "You killed my fan in IEF, which is a tournament of foreigners." Whiteraw says, "I'm sorry." "Please, that's okay," says TBJ. Like, come on, getting killed by Whiteraw, it's game. Yo Juan, I guess is his name? That's crying emoji. I don't know who he's talking about here, but look, getting killed by Whiteraw is probably an honor. I'm going to label it an honor. But you were very nice. Yes, Whiteraw is very nice. The very nice Ukrainian Protoss. Very, very nice, very good player as well with his special tactics. The Reaver's a good unit. Yeah. Are you remember? Says TPJ. I assume these are two players, none of them native English speakers, communicating in English. Of course, says Whiteraw. His English is good. 30 kills. He's like, yeah, I remember killing your friend. It was awesome. Got 30 kills on that Reaver. Stapled that replay to my wall. Gotta remember that one. Alright. So both players going for gateway openings. Gas, let me guess. Gas. Yep, okay. So we got a very, very similar production tab here. PvP is pretty similar. Are you the Protoss King of Europe? And, ooh, what about mana? Mana. If he says mana, I wouldn't be surprised here. Both players scouting. Ooh, that was last year's best toss. Ah, Whiteraw coming through. Qualifying it by saying he's, you know, the best of the last year, but maybe not the best of all time or best overall. What kind of a nice guy Whiteraw is. Love that, man. Everybody does, and that's probably why you clicked on this video, is because you're like, Whiteraw, yay! This guy, he's the greatest. He is. One of the nicest players of all time. Alright, so Zealot out, and Zealot starting here from Whiteraw. And yeah, they're both just worried about Zealot attacks, which does lead to the situation where they make Zealots, and then they sit them on their ramps, which is pretty boring for the viewer, to be honest with you, but it's just, it's a reaction to Zealot aggression that does happen in PvP sometimes, and if you don't have your own Zealots, you're in a lot of trouble. Suddenly you're losing probes and losing mining time, and you're a sad panda. So anywho, the scout does get in here from TPJ, whereas Whiteraw is not able to scout because Zealot's already on the ramp when the probe arrives. You see what I mean? Yes. Singularity charge getting started pretty quickly here from Whiteraw. TPJ not going for Singularity charge because he can't afford it yet. But I assume he'll get that thing rolling. If you see your opponent going for Dragoon range, you kind of want yours as soon as possible, right? If Dragoons show up with range at your base and you don't have range on your Dragoons, you are not pleased. Alright, scouting probe from TBJ has gotten all the scouting information he's going to get here today. A couple more hits here from the Dragoon as the probe tries to juke around and stay alive as long as probably possible here. This dance.
more hits than 8 to kill a probe, that's for sure. Robotics facility coming up. Singularity charge getting on the way. Ooh, from TPJ a little bit late here, but he does have the double gate. Or it's a single gate here from Whiteraw, but I think Whiteraw's getting away with it. Usually a 2 gate is going to be super aggressive, but I think this little setup on the top of the ramp allows him to tech up a little bit, get his gateway late, and he'll be fine. It's kind of like ZVZ, where the player that gets the pool later than the guy who got his pool first, right? The guy who gets the pool second in the matchup is usually in a pretty good spot, because he has a better economy, and plus it takes Lings a while to get across the map to kill you, and then you can have your own Lings out with more drones. It's kind of the same thing here with Protoss, where if you can tech up more quickly, right, and get your gateway late, then you're actually in a better position than TBJ is. So, kind of the same thing with the Singularity charge, though, to be honest. Like, TBJ's Singularity charge is late, and it doesn't matter. Observatory on the way, possibly worried about a Dark Templar opening, because, again, the scouting information is basically 0 here from Whiteraw. He has no idea what's going on inside this base, but a robotics facility starts up from TBJ. I mean, I don't know. Does he know there's a robotics facility? Did that probe get down there and see that? I'm not entirely sure. So Whiteraw moving down perhaps just to expand. Yeah, this is a defensive setup here just to expand. PvP is... It's one of those matchups where you can almost guarantee storm drops and reaver drops and stuff. You will see those quite a bit in other matchups with Protoss, but this is the one where it's like, okay, we're going to see some shuttle play here today. Because for whatever reason, Protoss players really like harming the economy of their opponents. Go figure. Maybe because it's hard to break the front of a Protoss, I don't know. Harder, possibly, but dang, yeah, this TBJ, remember that 2-gate thing that I was talking about? He's had 2 gates longer. He was able to get this thing rolling. Oh, was there a... He canceled... was there a Nexus coming up here? I feel like there was, and it got canceled. Which is reasonable stuff, because there's a big, scary Protoss army down here. Like, the scariest. And Whiteraw just kind of hanging out top of the ramp. High ground advantage. Don't try it, Anakin, is what he's saying. But guess who's trying it? TBJ has decided to try it. Alright, so sell it down, but you took a lot of Dragoon hits. Again, from high ground, where you're missing if you're shooting from the low ground to the high ground. So, not all the time, but you're missing some of your shots, right? Robotic support bay coming in. Whiteraw gets that scout that he needed to get. He sees the expansion coming up behind this, which is genius from TBJ. I googled TBJ. I couldn't find him anywhere on the Smurf list or anywhere, to be honest with you. Like, searching TBJ and StarCraft is just no. The internet has no idea what that is. So, I don't know. Somebody that Whiteraw laddered against, probably back around 2009, is usually where the Whiteraw replays are from. Observer comes in again, sees, okay, observatory, great. Are there any reavers popping out of this? Probably. Hey, there's a reaver out for Whiteraw, though. Oh, dude. Oh my gosh, that is so much bait. It's like, come kill the reaver. Oh, they didn't kill it. Ah! Oh, okay, they killed the reaver, but oh, jeez. That's a lot of blue Dragoon, blue blood down there from TBJ. That was bait. That was Whiteraw saying, hey, come on up here, kill this reaver. Look how exposed it is. And he did kill it, but that was not worth the cost, I don't think. Because that really allows Whiteraw to get down his ramp now. And expand, possibly for the second time. I don't know. Possibly for the second time. Alright, gateway, yada yada, yada yada. I don't know why I'm making booping noises. It's just a bit of a quieter time in the game. Reavers in production for both players. Again, TBJ has an economic advantage. Even though he's only up 2 probes, having the second base is nice. It is so nice to have the second base up and running. The income is going to be much bigger. Whiteraw is oversaturated at his main, which means he doesn't get the advantage of having that many workers because they don't have enough mineral patches to share among them. So Whiteraw decides, I'm not feeling great about the situation here. I'm going to try to attack, but guess what? Surprise double Reaver on the defense, sucker. That's right. There's Reavers here. And ouch. Reavers are bad news bears, but surprise. Oh. Remember when TBJ had a worker advantage? It's gone now. White Raw's like, thanks for reminding me about how good a Reaver. Oh, run? Oh my gosh, he doesn't have shuttle speed. Well, I mean, obviously, but run. Save it. Save it. Oh, he saved it. He saved it quite beautifully. Reavers going back and forth across the battlefield here. Scarabs trying to connect. Nobody feels really happy about that scenario, I don't think. White Raw's happy that his shuttle survived, so that's a bonus of some kind. Yeah, both players got to be careful with those shuttles, yo. Gots to be careful with those shuttles. So the special tactics being employed by both TBJ and White Raw here. TBJ spending his money better. Again, he probably has less income because he has fewer probes, in all fairness. But man, White Raw's saturation on this base is nothing. He should need to do a Maynard transfer now. All the way down. Like serious, okay. Serious business, though. Alright, so Reaver versus Reaver. Ow! Okay, so I think all the Reavers died to Reavers, which is fun. And all of a sudden, TBJ making a very scary concerted push here. That Reaver's dead, and these Dragoons are probably dead. The probes, oh, probes in here fighting, though. They don't do 0 damage. They do some damage. It is not much. It is 5. But, you know, not bad against enemy Dragoons. Probes aren't. So pretty good against enemy Lings in, you know, reasonable numbers anyway. So both players have lost all of their Reavers. They're working on producing more. I haven't been particularly careful with them today, but I think that's okay. Ah, probe overextending, getting picked off. So TBJ with the aggression here, and okay, but there's the Reaver on the ramp. Oh my god. Okay, that's brutal. Dude, TBJ's up 71 to 51 supply right now. I think he can wipe out this natural. But he's not pushing in. What is going on? TBJ, get in there. What? There's one Reaver. What is he? You're letting White Raw get more reinforcements here. He has an observer. He knows what's in here. Is he waiting for another round? I guess he's waiting for another round, but there was a window there in which to kill this Nexus. There was. Again, I'm not a professional player. I'm not nearly as good as TBJ is at this game. But I will tell you, there was a window, and hindsight is 20/20, and observer vision is much greater than the vision of the players when they're playing the game, and it's easy. Like, I don't know, man. It's easier to see the whole field of view when you have the whole field of view. Ooh, nice observer snipe. I don't think it really matters. I haven't seen any DTs in production. Shield battery for White Troll. Look at that. I didn't think this was a shield battery. Behold, the remastered shield battery. We don't see it very much. And TBJ says, hey, remember that whole super cool Reaver stuff? Oh, that Scarab got caught up. He did the right thing. The Scarab just betrayed him. Behold the nature of Reavers. They giveth and they taketh away. They sometimes get 10 probe kills and sometimes they don't get any because that Scarab decides that going between these mineral lines and just attacking is too hard. It has to get stuck on the mineral field and then go when it's too late to do anything. I'm sure TBJ was raging after that. I'm kind of raging for him. That was entirely unfair. White Raw was able to get a bunch of probe kills over here, but you did the exact same thing and it didn't work out sheerly because Scarabs were dumb. Unfair. White Raw is still down 103.89 supply. It's not as dire a situation as it was. Still not great, I don't think, for White Raw. No upgrades for anybody because If the game doesn't go longer than like 15 minutes, we usually don't see upgrades in PvP. I'm sure it's because someone has done the math and figured out it's because it's not worth it in PvP, but reverse shots. These reavers back here from TBJ are not actually shooting. Okay, they're doing right against incoming zealots, which is nice. Yeah, the zealot count gets wiped out, but suddenly the reavers are in the front here. And TBJ is out. He's out of reavers entirely. Alright, so it looks like TBJ is going to go for a third base, which I can definitely support from him. The Special Tactics squad is not done being Special Tactic-y today. And in fact, Wytra is going to come right on into the main base of TBJ, where there are no cannons and no defensive structures at all, and immediately kill some probes because the Scarabs do not betray him. Fair? No. Uh-oh, it's a trap. TBJ says, that's enough of that, thank you very much. This pylon that was blocking Whiter's attempt at getting a third is now removed. Now third base is happening. TBJ's been considering getting a third for some time and just has not done it. He's probably, again, internally raging at the number of probes he's lost to Reaver drops when his Reaver drop got nothing done at all. Not because of anything he did, mind you, but because of Scarab RNG. The unfairness is palpable. Another ye old Dragoon Reaver fight where, again, Scarab's getting caught up on friendly Dragoons is bad. TBJ kind of trying to get in here, but man, Whiteraw has reduced that deficit pretty effectively. He's now only down two total supply. Dude, I mean, this is some pretty nice Reaver micro, although the shuttle just died, so that usually means the Reaver is dead, but not necessarily. What is this probe doing? Just scouting to see if there's a third base yet. TBG says, thanks for reminding me. I should probably warp in a third base, and he does, but is so behind Whiterow's third. Whiterow's third is finishing up now. I mean, now. Thank you. Isn't that a good sound? The sound of Protoss buildings warping in is one of my favorite things. The sound design in StarCraft in general is just, mwah, it's impeccable. It is beautiful all the way across, I believe. The only concern I have with it is that Zerglings, when they're attacking stuff, they sound like they're punching things or headbutting things. But they have claws. They should make, like, slicing sounds, tearing sounds, you know, that kind of stuff, instead of, like, thump, 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 where it just, okay, you're thumping the enemy to death with your fists, but we give you claw upgrades. I don't understand. Anyway, High Templar are out from TBJ. Does he have Storm? I don't know if I saw Storm come through, but I assume, based on the fact these are not merging into Archons, that they're gonna get Storm, because otherwise, why do you have them? So we're gonna get Storm. He's decided, I need more splash damage against Whiteraw, the type of splash damage that doesn't get caught behind friendly Dragoons before it hits. The kind of splash damage that actually just fires where I tell it to fire, and it's great. 36 to 36 total workers, and considering the number of probes that have died today for TBJ, that's fairly impressive that he's even with Whiteraw at the moment. Could be worse, could be worse. Oh, he's getting Storm now. And DTs are on the way from Whiteraw. Okay. I'm not going to say no to Dark Templar. I like Dark Templar, especially Yellow Dark Templar, because I love the yellow in Brood War. Their flowy capes are flowing. And they're on a mission. They are not here for defensive purposes. They are moving. I think they're going to go for this third. And you know what? I think they're going to succeed. We're going to take the roundabout path to get there. Whiteraw started his own Storm upgrade. This probe coming in to see, like, what do you got? Reavers and Dragoons and Zealots still? Oh, and some High Templar. Cool. Probably caught that. Once again, no upgrades. A Forge is getting started from TBJ. Oh, Whiteraw, your Storm is not nearly done yet, but I guess he plans on it being done by the time he gets there because his shuttle is slow. And remember those Dark Templar from like 45 seconds ago? Here they are. Here they are to save the day. By that I mean to kill the probes. Oh, Oh. Okay, so you know how DT's one-shotting your workers doesn't give you a your units are under attack notification? That's what that was. Storm drop up here does not do as well. Whiterun maybe lost 2 probes in that attack. Okay, so part of it was TBJ was trying to storm drop Whiterun at exactly the same time these DTs were wrecking his face. Okay, 8 kills and 6 kills apiece. TBJ's like, alright, I'm in trouble. My third base is gone. White Roz is happily running. The worker count is now 35 to 22 in favor of the Ukrainian. It is time to go with my 0 upgraded units against his 0 upgraded units. He might have an equal amount of army, but attacking into a situation like this is hard. Oh, that High Templar dies without accomplishing anything at all. Good Storm's top side, though. But then, of course, defensive storms, they are coming from Whiterun at the same time. The chaos reigns right now. Is there enough for TBJ to actually push through here? Once again, that's a beautiful Reaver shot. I like that very much. Archons coming in from both players, because they have High Templar that are out of energy and need to be useful now, actually. That's not a hold position Zealot there from Whiterun. He didn't actually... What? He didn't actually move that guy. What is... Oh, did TBJ just get... What? How? Where did all of TBJ's probes go? He needs to win now if he's going to win this game. I'm going to assume it was a storm drop, because Whiterun was working on that, but who knows. Is the shield battery coming into play here? The shield battery out of energy, no longer in play. The asses. I mean, okay, look. You gotta kill the army and get up here and start killing production if you're gonna win this game. Because this is happily mining right now, and you do not have anything by way of income at the moment. So yeah, we're gonna rewind that and see exactly what happened to the rest of TBJ's probes. Because I don't know. Okay, so again, congratulations, you took this Nexus down. That's your GG. TBJ taps out, and he leaves the game. Whiterun is your winner in 21 minutes. Okay, we gotta back it up a little bit here. But GG Whiterun! Ah, so these guys are killing stuff. That's great. There's still 22 probes for TBJ. Oh, this happens. What the? No, those are his. Okay, hold on. Colors are confusing me. These guys are sitting here. This is going on. It's very distracting, obviously. Oh, in full range of these cannons, too. Yeah, that'll do it. That will, that'll do, pig. And then sure, Whiterun could afford to sack his natural here because he still had his production 1. And he still had a mining base 2. And TBJ didn't have any mining and no bank, and that was it. So, man, that was... Whew, that was some brutal stuff from Whiterun there. He killed so many probes with Storm Drops and Reaver Drops today. And TBJ tried his own little magic. Couldn't quite get it done. I mean, that final push was good, but it was desperate and it wasn't enough. So Whiterun gets the win in our PvP. End of the day, 21 minutes and 38 seconds, 123,000 points for Whiterun, 119 from TBJ. Produced similar numbers of units. TBJ actually produced more, but ended up killing far less and losing more. A lot of that is probes, right? A lot of that is just dead probes. Buildings raised, usually not super important in situations like this, and resources pretty darn similar. TBJ mined more gas, Whiterun mined more minerals, and outspent his enemy TBJ by about 1,000 resources, but not like enough economically to win this game. It was the drops. It was the storm drop. It was the DTs. And the timings were just beautiful, right? He did it in times when TBJ was distracted by other stuff. And whether that worked out by accident or was purely intentional, I don't know. But Whiteraw, he wins games. A lot of it has to do with skill. we can't just say that it's luck, right? All right, good stuff. So that right there is going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.